What's up, Headless Horde? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking all about New York Comic Con. We are just a few short weeks away. Today was the reservations for panels and also private autographs. So I'll talk all about my experience with that, let you know if I was able to get anything, and then we're also going to be breaking down what I'm going to be doing on the 2 days I will be attending. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and go ahead and smash that like if you don't mind. Hit that like button. YouTube loves that. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and let's get into today's video. So let's talk a little bit first about the New York Comic Con reservations that dropped today at noon. So just a quick little recap. You were able to get in at 11 a.m. The link was sent out to your email address. Always remember, if you don't receive the email, there's two things you want to do. Number one, you definitely want to check your spam folder. Number two, just go to the website or check social media because the links are all over the place. Now, I always find it very interesting that New York Comic Con tweets out the link 2 to 3 minutes after it actually goes up. And I think that is a huge disservice to everybody who's attending because listen, if you're not already in before noon, you have no chance. You have absolutely no chance. So today, what did I do? All right, so I had 15 browsers open and I had one that was actually moving. And I got in at about 12:10. So it took me about 10 minutes and everything I wanted I was able to get except for the Todd McFarlane autographs. Now, I know there's not a ton of them because he only signs for an hour. And this was very similar to what he did at San Diego Comic Con back in July. Now, that we had to pull a ticket there. And if you pull the right color, you get the autograph. If you don't, you either leave or you get to go back in line and try again. If I had to guess, I would say that the line probably ends up holding close to 150 people. So I think he does about 150 an hour, which is a pretty decent number for an hour. And he does try to spend time, take photos, and also obviously talk to you a little bit. 150 is what I'm thinking, give or take 25 or so. So I was unable to get that because that was already gone. We're going to go through what I did get when we talk about what I'll be doing at Comic-Con on Friday and Saturday. Overall, though, I thought it was obviously much better than the Funko experience. But again, I don't think as many people were actually going for those. I mean, I thought overall it did run smoothly. I just really find it interesting, though. I had 15 browsers and only one of them was moving. Now, my wife, on the other hand, only had 4 browsers open, and she also got in. So it really is just luck of the draw. Now, I know on my last video, someone had commented, does it matter if you get in earlier or later? So as long as you're in by noon, so you definitely don't want to click after 12 o'clock, basically it's just completely randomized. Now, I'm a pretty firm believer that it takes them 2 to 3 minutes, which is why you see absolutely no movement on the little running dude. But I think it takes about 3 minutes or so for them to kind of reorganize and get everyone into a section. And it does seem like it's completely random. I have not heard anything about any kind of backdoor links. I'm sure there are. Listen, if they can do it for Funko, they could do it for this. I just don't think it's in high demand, obviously, like Funko, because you can resell them. Now, we're going to go ahead and just talk a little bit about what I'll be doing, what autographs I'll be doing at New York Comic Con. So let me go ahead and pull this up. All right, so on Friday, now I did not get the Funko booth, but it does say 10 a.m. Funko booth. And what I did is got super lucky, and I ended up spending over 5,000 points on the Funko website for their fan rewards. And I ended up hitting front of the line on Friday. Super lucky. I spent over 7,000 for San Diego Comic-Con. Never heard anything, didn't win. So when I got this email, I was absolutely floored. And I'm just happy that I will be able to get there. I'm hoping to get everything I can. There's a ton I do like. I love the Funko Fusion ones. So there's a bunch of stuff I will be keeping for sure. At 11 a.m., we were both able to get the Lord of the Rings panel, which will be kind of a deep dive into the new animated movie that will be coming out later this year. At 11 a.m. to right after 1 p.m., I'm going to have to go over and meet the amazing Cameron Monaghan. Now, he plays Cal Kestis. I have my Cal Kestis Funko Pop. So finally, I'm very excited to finally meet Cameron. And the newest rumors, if you have not heard, he may be appearing in the Mandalorian movie as a live action character. So, stay tuned for more information on that. Then right at 12:50, I am in group one for a photo with the man, the legend, Kyle MacLachlan. Now, he is, beside maybe Mark Hamill, he's probably like my favorite actor. And I absolutely love this guy. Twin Peaks, he's been in Desperate Housewives, Sex in the City, How I Met Your Mother, so many good roles. Obviously, you just saw him now in the latest show of Fallout, and phenomenal guy. I mean, I never met him. I want to meet him badly. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm trying to prepare something. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing a photo, and then he'll be doing the autograph pretty much right afterwards. So I'll have a little bit of time since I'm in group one. I'll have like a half an hour or so to kind of take a chill because that is a pretty busy morning. But I am really excited for this one. At 2:30 to 4 p.m., so we did get the Bloom Fest panel, which will be showing off a ton of different movie trailers, maybe some TV stuff. An hour and a half is a long time. I don't know for sure if I'm going to stay for the whole thing, although I will definitely enjoy sitting down for a little bit. Because if you look at my afternoon after that, it's crazy. I have probably two of the longer lines I'm going to have to stand in, and this is going to be for Elizabeth Olsen, who's right around 4 o'clock. She starts signing. That's the only time she signs is from 4 to 7. So it's going to be a madhouse. It's going to be crazy. I already expecting to be in that line forever. And then Haley Atwell is doing something very, very similar. She's going from 4:20 to 7 o'clock. So I'm hoping I can get both of those in within a couple hours, because if you look down, I do have the Walking Dead panel we were able to get, and that starts at 6. And usually you want to get in that line a half an hour before. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do all this. Chances are the Walking Dead panel, we're probably not going to make it to. I just can't see how I'm going to be able to get those two autographs done that quick. I don't mind if I miss the Bloomfest panel. I just thought it was a nice little break in the middle of the day there. Because you know what, honestly, I may line up early for Elizabeth so I can get that one done and knocked out as soon as I can. And then that way, maybe I can get Haley done and still make it to the Walking Dead panel. So I'm going to have to give up something. At the bottom there, you see there's also a Funko Fusion panel. Now, I did attend one of these in San Diego, and it was fine for what it was. But now that the game is out, I don't know if they're going to be doing anything different. Tell us the future about that. Is there going to be more in development, giveaway? I don't know, whatever they're doing. The problem is, if you look at the time, it's 2:30 to 1:30, and I just am not really sure where in the world I would fit that, because I have to go to Kyle at 12:50. So I'm kind of, I don't know if that's really going to work out. Now, the one thing I could do there would be to not go to the Lord of the Rings panel, knock out Cameron right away at 11, because like right now the plan would be 12:15, and then that would take me up to Kyle. But again, I don't even know what to expect for Cameron. I don't know what kind of line he's going to have. If his line is over an hour, I'm going to have to figure something else out, because there's no way I'll make that for my photo op. Now, if you are going to do a photo op, let me just give you a little hint. Try to get there early before your group. If for some reason you do miss your group, okay, because this is important, you need to make sure that you get over there, though, before the talent leaves, because if you don't, I think they will just give you the refund, or they will see if you want to come back later, which is always an option. But like if it's the last one and they already left that area, they're not going to call them back. And you're basically just going to have to go get your refund. And usually it is a long line. So there's that. Hopefully that can help you guys out. Friday, I'm going to get there pretty early. Usually I will line up around 8. And, it's kind of similar to San Diego. They will let you in a few minutes early. Usually not as early, though. It's usually right about 10 o'clock, maybe a couple minutes. Like San Diego is always letting you in like a half an hour early. These people are just standing there. It's like, if everyone's ready on the floor, let's go. But New York is pretty stingy. Usually a couple minutes or right around 10 a.m. The next day, so Fake Pin's going to be there probably with a lot of exclusives. I have not really looked into that yet, but they did announce they will be there and they're doing a ticketing system. Now, the other thing I did not put on the list is 100% soft. Now, they were not in the lottery, so I have a feeling they're going to be doing something similar. So again, I need to really take a look and see which one I want. I mean, me and my wife could go to each place and they'll get one of each tickets. And then the tickets basically tell you what time to come back. But those are the other two big booths that we will probably try to get. Then at 11 a.m., after we grab our ticket, I'm going to head over. So I'll probably head over there like right away to try to be like one of the first people in line. We have an autograph with Fabian Frankel, and he plays Sir Christian Cole on House of the Dragon. I actually have 2 autographs. There is a Funko Pop dropping here, I think October 6th, and it's the Target exclusive Christian Cole. Plus, I have the NFT, so I'll be having him sign both of those. Then this was just announced yesterday to VIPs and Popverse fans, and it was just announced today over on Twitter. And John Boyega is going to be attending. And right now it states that he will be starting photo ops first thing in the morning at 11 a.m. And it does not have the listings for his autographs. So I don't know what they're expecting. If there's a ton of people who are wanting photos, he may run photos for a while. And then he may be doing what Elizabeth is doing, where maybe he does all the autographs, in the late afternoon and until the show floor closes. So it's going to be awesome. I have Daisy. I have Oscar Isaacs. So it's going to be pretty cool to go ahead and complete the trio. And then finally, we have Matt Smith, who plays Daemon Targaryen. And he is signing at 2 p.m. and then also again at 4:30 p.m. Now, those times aren't exact. That's the time for me to arrive. I believe it is 2:20 and then 4:50. I always try to get in the line a little early because you do beat quite a few people in there. Once they see the actor, then people want to jump in. So another little tip would be to try to get there a little earlier. And yes, you're still waiting those extra 20 minutes, but it could be less. It really does depend upon who the actor is. And then finally, they are having a Jackbox After Dark game show. If I read it correctly, I believe it is just a bunch of people up on the stage, and then the audience members can also participate, either as the audience, or I think they also said they'll actually be calling a few people up. So my idea there is to try to get there as early as I can to see maybe if I can't get on stage and play with the actual people. Again, I am not 100% sure, though, who's actually going to be there. And I'm not 100% sure if we're actually going to go. It's Saturday night in New York. It depends on a lot of different things. But I did add it on there because Saturday is a little lighter. And Saturday will be the day that we get to walk around the convention center and really take a look at stuff. Because Friday is absolutely jam-packed. All right, guys. And that is about all I got for you today. If you have any other questions, leave those down in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have. And I'll also be doing giveaways all weekend long, especially on Thursday and Friday. So you're definitely going to want to go follow me over on Twitter. And I also post some stuff over on Instagram as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you at New York Comic Con. Don't forget to keep those heads on. And I'll see you guys in the next video.